Yeah, okay, so apparently they added okay, yeah, it's confirmed though. Kaching and Paimon's voices have been changed, which that's great. That is a great thing. Yeah, but it definitely tells you that these things don't just happen. What? What? Huh? Wait, what? I swear that you... What? Wait, wait, what? I did not realize I could do... Okay, yeah, they did remove story keys, I remember that. Okay then. Yeah, okay, so let's just check something. So these are all the characters. Let's see. Voiced, probably not voiced, probably not voiced. Voiced, I have no idea. Voiced, nope. I have no idea. No, yeah, she was not voiced in the most recent thing, so nope. Yep, I have no idea. I have no idea. I think no, though, because the Inazuma Festival, nope. Yes? Yeah. Nope. Yes. Okay, so that's that one done. So you can do... So, wait, is this not a part of the Archon quest? Or can you just do it at... Wait, what? Okay, that doesn't make... Is it just because I haven't done it? Or... Wait, what? Like, so if I were to do it, would I be spoiled? Okay, that's interesting. Okay then. But yeah, no, I'll show it after, but yeah, yeah, I understand how she works. She's just Cryo Risley. Cryo Sword Risley. Yeah. Oh, wow, we're doing these domains again, finally.
Let me read you a verse. Huh? There's more! The show begins. There's on the loose!
Yep, it's literally just normal attacks.
Behold, my holy prophet.
That's more like it. Witness the power of Guhua. Rain, outline, up to the freezer.
Right.
The truth shall set you free.
Power.
Okay. I honestly just felt bored playing her. That's just my impression. I'm really just... Okay, so what I'll do... If I have confirmation that Venti's voice is back in, which I'm pretty sure... So they're finally adding in...
Enhanced animal module 75. Allow me.
Wow, we're actually using an actual team.
Manifest. Take flight. Sakura swirl.
Wow, we're finally using 5 stars in this. Okay.
Unleash. Whirling snow. Animal hypostasis emulation. Hold the line. Coming Sato art. Summon. Do your master's bidding.
Okay.
Let's move out. Absorption test.
Oh my god. Do you understand how boring, like, I'm just waiting for cooldowns.
My opponent, obey!
I'm just waiting on cooldowns and it's not fun. Why I like my, my coaching team. So, yeah, we need to... I guess, let's now show it off. So, I assume that mostly... I don't know yet, because it says, only future content has been affected. Let's go all the way down. Optimizations, and then... This one's confusing to me. It says skip reward cutscene. What do you mean? Like, wasn't that already a thing? I swear that was already a thing. Blah 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 blah. Did I pass it? Oh, here we go. After 5.7 is updated, Kaching and Paimon's English VEAs will be updated. Thank God. Oh my God. Thank you. And then, this change only applies to new content in 5.7. Historical content will gradually be updated in subsequent versions. Kaching's, overall, like, it's not that hard to change Kaching's. Like, you have one cutscene that she shows up in. She has one little entrance thing, and then... that's about it. And then, whenever the traveler asks for, posters or whatever, and before Ningguang, Kaching, and Ganyu. That's it. That's, like, all they need to change in terms of that. Then you just have the character information screen with, like, all those little things. That's all that needs to be changed. Paimon is a whole other story. Supplements some of Hu Tao's and English voice lines from content from So, are you saying that they've been added back? Okay, and then adds and replaces some of Kenichi's English voice lines, which means Kenichi's fully been replaced by Jacob. Jacob now has the full role. John is no longer a part. So, look. Boom. Now, what's also, where... Dentro... Now, okay, so they chose to go anonymous. They didn't say anything about this, because... Interesting. Interesting. They didn't add it here, but they definitely changed it. So, I'm guessing they took it uncredited. But whoever this new person is will eventually, so... for, Kaching. Yeah, I just added these. Yeah, I'll do that later. So, it doesn't make you do... What? Oh, right. Oh, and double right, yeah. I guess I'll do both.
Odds repeat this way. This way for you. Speed of light.
Yeah, the combat voice lines have not been changed. So, we'll eventually see that, though. Probably in future versions. So, I have this to do. So, this is an Archon quest, but it doesn't actually... It says Archon quest Act 4?
I know for work-life balance, but...
Ain't this like Act 7 or something? Not Act 7. Act 5? Yeah, okay, so... So what... Wait, what? So this was for Act 4? And this was for Act 6? Is that why I can do either or at the same time? I guess I should just go in order. I mean, I want to experience the new stuff, so I think I'll do that. I'll handle this later. Once I have confirmation, so we'll do this first. Although, honestly, I also want to keep on waiting because technically, since we have official confirmation that Lumine and Ether will come back, but honestly, because Dainsleif is in this, yeah, I think I'll just do this because at some point Dainsleif will not come back. We know that. So, well then. I don't get what the Collective of Plenty would have to do anything with, like, whatever this Archon quest is. I would expect maybe this area, if anything, or over here. Because, I mean, we do know it's actually going to be over here, but... But honestly, from what I saw, Dainsleif is going to be boring as hell. Like, they just have him do a, and just throw out something. That's so pathetic. Hi. I still never really enjoyed Nat 1 music. Alright. Out of here. Out of here. Out of here. I never really liked this music either. Hello, though.
Oh, Tulani and Paimon. Fancy that. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
Alright, let's hear it.
Oh, hey, Coach Yan-san. What are you doing here all by yourself?
Yeah, that sounds way better. That sound... I can tell it's not Karina, so that's good.
Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
I do think that they should just mellow out the voice and not try and make it high-pitched. You know what Karina did at, like, the beginning of the game? It just sounded normal. It didn't sound like this high... It didn't sound that high. It just sounded like... like... near high, but then also just lower to be more normal. It just sounded good. I think that would be fine if, I think it's just the voice director. I don't know who does voice direction for Genshin, but I don't like however they do it.
Alright, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do. That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count.
You know what's sad? I can literally see that it's not lip-synced. Like, you can tell Yan-san is not lip-synced at all. Sounds more like helping you.
Yeah. All jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help.
Okay.
The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
What?
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
It sounds fine. It just... I think whoever's doing the voice direction is not really... I don't think they really know what the player base wants. In my opinion, just make it more normal. At the beginning, it sounded fine.
Oh, so...
Like, if you keep that energy throughout the entire sentence, throughout, like, the whole thing, perfectly fine. but it forces it to go higher, which is where it gets kind of annoying.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work.
See what I mean? Like, like the O is perfectly fine. If you keep that same energy throughout the whole entire thing, then you're fine. That's just my opinion.
Oh.
See? And then you.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work.
Yeah, just keep the whatever, that energy, just keep it throughout the whole thing. And I think it sounds perfectly fine.
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you.
Uh-huh.
But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes, and there's no real competition in my own weight class.
Well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that sounds fine. There are times where it just sounds a bit off, but I think that...
Oh no! Don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you.
Okay, this is kind of where, I definitely think that instead they should just, they're forcing a little bit too high of pitch sometimes throughout the sentence. Just mellow it out. Like, just keep it normal. Just talk normally. That's just my opinion, again. But it doesn't sound bad.
Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, alright? Otherwise, Beyond-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition! Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look.
I'll say this, it's way less annoying. It's just... I do hope that at least they might take some, who am I kidding? It's Genshin Impact. But, I just hope they take a little bit of that criticism that I have right there, and then just, like, actually listen to what, like, maybe what people want. Also, am I the only one who just noticed that her ear essentially has no details at all? Or am I going crazy? Why does it look like she has, like, a longer head because of this headband? Am I the only one who noticed this? But her design looks off. Alright, well, we'll do this.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area.
Uh-huh.
That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
I'm sorry, but
Sure thing. Just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
keep the same energy as what you said with strolling and patrolling. Just do that. That's all you need to do. I'll switch to Knage, because honestly...
It's as good as done.
I just need mobility. This place is literally so annoying to travel in. Okay. So what, there's gonna be abyssal activity?
Huh. What's this? Was there always a cave here?
No.
We should go take a look, right? Seems like a thing to do on a patrol.
It sounds like an idiotic thing to do. Also, this...
Hey! There's a hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile.
Uh-huh.
Why is it hiding away here?
Because it's a volcanic area.
Ah! You woke it up!
Like, we've seen... What are we doing?
Huh? It ran away! Oh, guess our reputation in that land is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
Yeah, okay, so... Some of the pronunciation does kind of mess with me. There's something on the ground.
You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off.
Wait. Okay. I thought that was meant to be for Skirk. So no, it literally is meant to be for the Traveler? Wait, what? Okay, that makes no sense then. I already said this in my little Genshin 5.7 special program thing, but this makes no sense, in my opinion.
Huh. Paimon bets that Hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up.
Wait, is Skirk a part of this, or wait, what?
Paimon, take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still.
Did he just teleport? Or was that my eyes playing tricks? Hmm?
What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden.
Yeah, because it actually is...
Isn't this just a regular old key?
What?
The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Netlanese. Where do you think it's from?
Huh? Okay, wait. Okay, so that what? No, it wasn't talking about Skirk. So this is actually meant for the Traveler? What? I'm lost. What is going on anymore? So we throw in a spaceship. Okay, I already said that wouldn't make any sense. So now we have on the spaceship. Okay, when was there ever a spaceship? You can fly! I thought that you just traveled throughout worlds. But no, apparently you have a spaceship? What?
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship?
Thank you! The actual only question I have. What do you mean? You can't just... After, what? 6 regions. You cannot just say, oh, hey guys, here's a... Guess what? Ether and Lumine came here on a spaceship. What do you mean? What? You can't just throw in the word spaceship randomly when it's never been mentioned before. We know that Ether and Lumine travel throughout the stars to look... Excuse me. To look for a new home. But then you should have explained that at the beginning. Also, what? Has the Sustainer of Heavenly Principles, or whatever she's called, yeah, I think that's correct, has she just been watching the spaceship this whole time? Did she destroy it? Why didn't it send out, like, a distress signal? What is going on? Like, who are these people really meant to be? There aren't any questions being answered. We're just getting more lore about this world. When you just throw in spaceship, it makes no sense.
Wait, you mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to teyvat?
It's been so many versions, and we have never been alluded to this. So why are we acting like we have this as common knowledge? It is not common knowledge. That's the one.
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop it?
What do you mean? No, I still have mine. I've always made this... We've never had that item. What are you talking about? What do you mean you still have yours? You lost your sword. How'd you keep your spaceship key? What? The inconsistencies don't make sense. Huh?
Whoa! Yeah! These look identical! So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is...
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Yes, one belongs to me and one belongs to my sister.
Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien. Oh, wait, no. Descender.
It's essentially the same thing. I mean, these people clearly can be affected and become hilichurls. I don't think that the Traveler can. So I'm just going to consider him to be an alien. He quite literally is able to absorb elemental powers and has shown that he is quite literally a different type of subspecies of human that is He's clearly not the same type of human that everyone on this planet is. That's all I'm saying. It makes no sense that okay, so the keys to a spaceship. Okay. So can these keys not call the spaceship back to them, or like what? I'm so lost. Where did you park? Like, where did you park?
But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here?
No, 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 no.
Hmm.
No, no. I want to actually see maybe like a cutscene of the actual spaceship. That is what I want to see.
The simplest explanation is that your sister lost her key somewhere not far from here. Then that Hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it.
That makes no sense. You're telling me that she somehow lost the key. Uh-huh. Yeah, right.
If that's true, it means your sister was here recently.
Yeah, and the Abyss Order as well. I mean, that Hilichurl actually seemed to act weird. You know, that only happens with the Abyss Order, that they actually act non-hostile.
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Ensign's patrol on a whim. And now we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your sister.
It's kind of stupid in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe, like... I would have rather maybe seen, like, somebody steal it off her, and then, like, Dory gives it to us because, like, she makes us buy it off of her because it's like a priceless treasure or something. I don't know. I feel like it should just make sense. I don't know why a random Hilichurl should have it at all. It's not even like maybe Caribert, considering she at least seemed to care about that one. Yeah, that's all.
Should we keep following this trail while it's hot?
Yes.
Or do you think we should check back in with the Ensign?
Let's check it out while it's hot.
There you are. Looks like you went the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Ensign. What's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today. I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been canceled.
Okay.
So the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly. Wait, canceled? Why? What happened?
The Abyss Order.
The Abyss Order attacked.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, didn't expect our suspicions to be confirmed so quickly. Sounds like Lumion is on the move again. I'm guessing, wait. Nope, no, okay, that's not voiced. I'll find a way to speak with her in person this time I have to. Well, yeah, you have to give her back the key. I mean, you can't just have two keys. I mean, technically you can. Musashi will keep both. Heh, I'm funny.
I've heard of the Abyss Order.
Yeah?
But this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale.
Clearly you don't know what Mondstadt is. Or... Yeah, no, you clearly have no idea about Mondstadt.
It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
Well, I don't think they even planned... that doesn't make sense in my opinion. They've shown no signs, and technically you did just beat back the Abyss, so the Abyss Order showing up makes sense.
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off?
No offense, but, you know, that one is just come out from dealing with all that, and now they lost a lot of people, and the only thing they proved was that they could beat back a single enemy, and they needed the Traveler. Once the Traveler goes off to another nation, well, they're open to attack. This is kind of what you get for having an Outlander who continuously goes out to every nation. You can't if you attack in multiple different areas all at once, well, the Traveler can't be in every place at once. And nations that aren't as prepared will get crushed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time? What could they be after?
You know they have the Luma Fate, right? Like, the Luma Fate is literally, like, very powerful.
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe, but that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Malika knows. If there's any information out there, she's the one people report to.
Why? Wait, what? I'm sorry, wait, what? So, that statement actually had me confused. So, why are you the one sending out on errands? And trying to understand... Why would Malvika know? No offense, but Malvika doesn't know anything, in my opinion.
Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
I would rather just deal with the Abyss Order here and now. Then go to, Malvika. Why are we going to Malvika first, then handling the Abyss? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, a strategist would tell you that's a stupid idea. Let's deal with the Abyss Order here and now. Because, like, there's no way that... I don't believe that the Collective of Plenty can actually deal with the Abyss Order very well. That's just my opinion. I can provide information on the Abyss Order.
Great. Then let's head over together.
Okay. I just think it's stupid. Yeah, the key to the hibernation chamber. Okay, so what? It doesn't really make sense to me, yeah. Okay.
Malika!
This move doesn't make sense to me.
Oh? Ah, great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike.
Well, yeah, duh.
Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
Well, to be honest, I don't think they've led on with their true amount of, like, power at all.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Could it be... revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for a recent victory over the Abyss?
Probably.
Oh, seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
What do you mean monitoring?
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully.
Well,
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Malvika, I think that's a bad thing. Malvika, that's a bad thing. Remember, people's spirits were already low enough. Like, sure, you may have won the war, but it took you 500 years. People were tired. Now they basically stopped doing war stuff. And now you're telling them to go back to war. No offense, but I think this is a I don't care, buddy. Still hate that people can do that, but I just don't. I don't think this is a correct move at all. I think this is a. I think that's a weakness of itself, saying that our brave warriors emerged victorious. They're probably tired. They finally think that they get peace, and then instantly are going back to the Abyss attacking them.
Yep.
Well, the Order.
We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
I wouldn't
Compared to
call
the
that
true
good.
Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat.
I
They
wouldn't
cannot
say
endlessly
that.
replenish their forces for starters.
Okay.
However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties.
I wouldn't call
The
this a
tribes
war.
are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
Malvika, I don't feel safe. No, this is personal for me. What?
Oh? In what way?
Is that meant to be voiced? No. The current leader of the Abyss Order is my sister.
Yep, that's how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, actually just keep that same energy that
I
Paimon just
see.
had.
My goodness, that is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what her goal could be?
To fight destiny is what I remember. That's what I want to know as well.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment.
What terms have we ever been on? Like we have no prior, knowledge of how they interacted.
Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, he's been trying to track his sister down and get some answers. But she's been avoiding him.
I wouldn't say that one.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
Okay.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world.
Well, speaking of fate...
Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
I might even hate the Abyss Order more than you do.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position.
Okay.
Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind.
Why?
If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
So I get to hang out with Oron and Lolly? Sounds amazing. Literally the only place I like out of, all these places in that one. Let's go.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Okay. Man, I'd
Many
rather...
thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
Bro, not bro, I'm sorry. Just send Kanich. Kanich is, the second strongest in all of that one. So why not? Just send him. Alright.
And don't worry, you're still Natlan's hero. I'm not gonna blame you for something your sibling has done.
Well, yeah, because we
Still,
showed our
If
courage.
we manage to find your sister, you wouldn't mind if I gave her a good punch to teach her a lesson, would you?
I mean, then why don't you use that as your combat animations? It made no sense to use you with a bike. I would have rather seen, some, actual use of pyro and not just, okay, so we have this massive strike and that's about it. Where's Sid, Lolly, and Oron? Are we getting a cutscene? No, we're not. We're getting a trial world. Aren't we?
Look, it's Lolly.
Oh, hey, good.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
Good. We know March's VA will still be around.
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Lolly out of the house.
If I'm being honest, they probably attacked her.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating.
She can't get
I
sleep.
heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something?
Well, no, it's probably because of the Night Kingdom. You're the ones who know the most about it, so maybe there's something that they are trying to get through to it?
The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so...
Yep, I guessed it.
Well, here I am.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
Yeah, okay. I do think Genshin really needs more character expressions. Because,
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes?
yeah?
Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
You're not wrong.
Hey! She's saying your sister has poor taste.
I'm just glad I'm the only one who doesn't think that.
Wait, what? Are you saying his sister is a member of the Abyss Order?
Mm-hmm.
I only said that because I was mad. But maybe I went too far?
You know, I can hear that. No, you're fine. You can read my own thoughts.
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Oh no.
Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon.
When did you
Things
ever
were
do
getting
that?
awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
Oh no, I'm
You
gonna
didn't have to
make
say
you.
that last part out loud, Seat Lolly. Anyway, let's get him!
What were you gonna do? Oh, okay.
Get to work!
Stay free,
By royal decree.
Target acquired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey!
I'm just gonna wait because there. Now I don't have anything interrupting the
Much
cutscene.
better. That's more like it.
Ooh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley.
And it's
If I'd
still
known
somehow.
you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
I'm sorry, but you really think that the entirety of Natlan is getting attacked and Lolly's gonna sit back while, like, the chaos is going around and she can't even do anything or get, drunk and all this stuff? Like, come on. Even I knew that she was gonna step in.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
No offense, but, like, why... What's with this no lip sync movement at all? Is that why the file for this update was only, like, 4 gigabytes? Because there's, like, no lip sync movement at all?
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold.
Yeah,
Why don't we
experience can be
press our
wrong.
advantage and destroy their base? They won't know it hit them.
Well, we should
Hey,
just cut off
was
the...
there a battle here just now?
Yeah.
Need any help?
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
You see, this is what people complain about by saying, like, some of Paimon's, like, lines are just completely unnecessary. Like, gee, wow, I wonder how you figured that one out.
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together.
Yeah, let's
Well,
say
morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold.
Okay.
I see everything!
Shadow Raven!
You know what's, like, Lolly's shield just does not work with these stupid...
Crush them!
Okay.
Bond is strong.
Okay.
Yada yada, I get it.
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it.
So it literally takes elemental energy, huh?
The Abyss Order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance.
So it takes away elemental energy, interesting.
This place hurt a little.
Warriors, attack! After them!
Where are we going?
Yeah! Ha! Suffer the wrath of Eatling! Get to work!
As you wish, maiden.
Divyu must be the boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Night Wind.
Resist the abyss to pay the price.
What do you mean, what price? To be honest, you're pretty weak.
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
Yeah, but there are more.
The Abyss Orders all bark and no bite.
I'm sorry, but that was a herald. A herald is literally like imprisoned or like caged up a Boreas.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Night Wind. Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet.
To be honest, this
Maybe
was
it's
pretty
just me,
weak.
But an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs.
Yeah, this
The
wasn't
fighting
there.
gets more and more intense right till the bitter end.
It was just a
But
decoy.
this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Yeah, they sensed
Huh?
me.
Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
No, they sensed me.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures.
Yeah, that's
it
very
seems
true.
out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
I wouldn't say
So
that.
you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
Yeah, just
I'm
say
saying
that.
we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
So we're no wiser as to the Abyss Order's objective. Back to square one. If only I could get Lumine to talk to me, and then I could get answers for all of this. Okay. That key is our only lead so far.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that. But you're right.
Can we
If
get
we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
Can we have Sit Lolly ask us about that, please?
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
No.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Sit Lolly, I'll join you. Trust me. So Lolly's the only, like, besides Aurora, the Masters of the Night Wind are the only area that I think are done pretty well. For the Dawn. What is Cessacious R? Savior. So what, Lumine's gonna be here or dance like this? That's my best guess. Hello, Dane.
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right?
Yes.
Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. The Ansan and St. Lolly are waiting for us.
Yeah, I agree. Come on. So, where's Dane gonna come in?
Ugh. We've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands?
I don't know.
Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your sister's pocket as she passed by?
No, it makes no sense.
Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
It would be really okay.
Oh, thank goodness! Someone's here. Please help me.
Hello, you're Conrian.
Who are you? What happened?
Conrian.
Uh,
What?
no, now isn't the time.
What?
Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
Where are these monsters you speak of?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
There's literally nothing.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
There's nothing here.
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
You literally are being chased by nothing. This is like the
Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
Where you intend to run
What's
to?
wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things.
She's Conrian. But why? Oh my god.
Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right.
No.
Quick, let's see if she's okay.
Yeah, okay, at least you have your priorities on straight.
What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
You're being affected by what's it called? By abyssal power. You're seeing illusions that don't exist. Whatever Capitano had to give out the treatments for. Let me help you up first. Huh? Nope, okay. Suddenly I can see them.
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
Alright, I'll take care of them.
Great! Thank you, Savior.
Savior?
Savior?
What are you talking about? It's... like... It's NPC...
No rest.
No!
Target acquired.
There we go. Felt too easy.
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell.
Yeah, I'm done. Oh, right, I didn't.
It just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kinda funny, actually.
I don't know what's going on either, but I could see them once I held her hand. So do the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, do the same, come on. I want to try it once. I want to check if I got all the monsters.
Sure.
Wow. Oh, how lewd. What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check.
Oh, wow.
I didn't
Actually
think much of
blushing.
it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
Literally lewd. Didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Why are you having all these, like animations for this, but won't actually do that for Sitlali? Come on.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Which one are you talking
Well,
to?
Anyway, I
What
haven't
is
had
that
the chance
name?
to introduce myself
What is
yet.
that name?
I'm Deirdith. Thanks for, saving me just now.
Deirdith.
I'm really grateful for your help.
No offense, but what type of a name is that? That is dire ID Lif. Deary Diff. Deardiff, sure. Okay, that's a really stupid name in my opinion.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With him around, you'll be safe from any monsters. As long as they're visible.
Yeah?
What was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
I don't know. Oh, this is
Your
why
guess is as good as mine.
Oh, okay.
I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
So, blah blah blah, she's the key to actually being able to use the Limb of Fate, blah blah blah. This is why the Abyss Order is attacking all these places, to be able to fully check for this girl. Blah, 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 blah. You get the point.
Whoa, that must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
Yeah. She's... And that Hilitrol was really her. Blah, 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 blah. That would have made us... I never do something so horrendous. Yeah, watch me have already guessed the entire ending.
Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
There's a cave. Why don't we rest there?
Good idea. We'll take you.
You mean the place that she was originally?
Thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Okay.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Deirdith?
Okay.
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so...
There's...
Yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore.
I mean, small village. There's no small village around here.
Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
What do you mean, the savior?
That's the second time you called the traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Explain that.
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny.
Okay, so you knew Lumine.
Anyway, let me start from the beginning.
You knew
There
Lumine.
was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient.
What?
The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us.
What?
The day of disaster is almost upon us. So my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
What?
Doomsday?
Yeah, it's called the Limb of Fate.
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind.
Okay.
So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw him. Well,
okay.
the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior. And he's already got a ton of titles, so he won't mind one extra.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think it's him.
What?
But didn't you say that everything matched?
Well, there's something wrong.
Everything except the gender.
Oof.
The savior was described as a young woman.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
Okay, that was actually pretty funny. Okay, that one was actually pretty good. I think I know who it is. There's someone out there who matches all those requirements. Their name is Navia.
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be her.
Yeah, Navia.
Who is it?
Watch me say Navia. My sister.
You have a sister? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's her. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Please, can you take me to see her?
No idea.
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find her.
Huh? But isn't she your sister?
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two.
Yeah.
It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Yeah, duh.
Okay,
Oh, duh.
fair enough. But since you're looking for her anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
Yeah, but I barely know you. And I have no idea if, like, if you're even useful. No offense. Have you always believed doomsday will come?
Yes. Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable.
Okay. This is pathetic, honestly.
But the Savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the Savior.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
No, I don't. You really telling me that, Sitlali wouldn't know about it? You're kidding me? Sitlali being, like, someone who can actually, like, see well into the future and could literally tell when the first Pyro Archon, I believe? The one who created all the rules would come back? You're telling me she couldn't see that, a doomsday whole entire thing coming? I do. I think she's lying. I think that there's something wrong. I think she's straight up lying. Maybe it's a lie spread by the Abyss Order. Yeah, both. I honestly have no faith in it.
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers.
Okay.
What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just,
What?
how should I put it?
Hand-holding was so
The
lewd.
Traveler looks just like the Savior of my dreams.
So, wait, okay, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Please, stop, like, you're boring as a character, honestly.
And it's not every day that the Savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis.
And you mean saves the day? I literally let you almost be attacked because I could not see something, and I actually thought you were making something up.
So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
Okay, when did this become a dating simulator? Like, we complain, like, Genshin fans complain, oh, look, it's Wuthering Wives, like, Gathering Wives or whatever, and then we have this? This is way more shameless than anything else.
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
Puddle. Yeah, exactly, what? You don't.
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again.
Okay.
If you manage to find the Savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
No.
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
This is a stupid move. Like, we should
All
just
right,
protect her,
Well,
because...
take care. Being on your own isn't easy.
Like, it's pretty obvious to tell when she's Conrian.
What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her.
Well, okay,
And
maybe
hey,
you did have a
at least
brain
she seems to
cell.
like you, and it sounds like she's gonna help look for your sister when she's healed.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
How about we actually have someone guard her? How about we go get someone to guard her? How about that instead? Also... Wait, is she really that I'm sorry, but she's so short. She's probably only about, like, 8 years old. What? Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah. I feel like this feels like a partially a retcon of the story. Because at the beginning, there was no mention of being on a spaceship or this hibernation pod stuff or anything. It feels very retcon. And that's not something I'm really all that, I don't really enjoy that much. Like, it just feels so entirely random that they added all this stuff in. Like, oh hey, spaceship, and then, like, this, and then we've had this key this whole time.
Oh,
What?
you're back! How did it go? Find anything?
Yeah, I found
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
Yeah.
So I take it that the war's still on?
No progress yet, I'm afraid.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone.
What?
The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us. And since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either.
Well, they attacked you, so attack
In
back.
a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Yeah. Well, why does that guy not even have a weapon?
Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
They're looking for someone.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards?
Oh my god, why?
They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
To be honest, I have way more important things to do.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Yan-san.
Well, since you asked, this is technically my sibling's fault, so...
Great. Thanks, you two.
Okay. Yeah, so we should have 2 of these. I don't get then why there should only be 2 keys. So what, was another one randomly made or something? Wait, what? Okay. Hi, buddy. Guy who we've never met before.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it, though.
Yeah, sorry, I fought alongside a lot of people.
That's to be expected. You took point, and I was much further back in the ranks. I saw you, though. You were a great inspiration to us all.
Alright.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy.
Seen anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around.
Wait, what?
There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an
Wait,
abundance
what?
of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work.
Okay.
But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
So they're trying to search for that girl. Okay, that's what they're doing.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well. The more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
It could be related to their true objective.
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want.
I wouldn't say that.
As soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
No offense, but you stand no chance against Lamine.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Traveler.
But there's also weakness and overconfidence. Doesn't matter if you aren't prepared for something.
Is that Tumaini? What brings you here? Is this like a meet and greet? I wasn't. I'm so nervous.
Okay.
Come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a Traveler, huh?
Thank you.
It's not the same thing at all. There are
It
plenty
is.
of chances to go to war, but a one-on-one chat with our great hero, that could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yes, there are plenty of chances to go to war. Uh-huh. Yeah, you're gonna be out of business soon, buddy.
How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad impression can stick for life.
You should think about how you're saying all this in front of said person. Also, buddy, I'm never gonna remember you afterward.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax.
All right then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
Okay.
Let Paimon guess. An autograph, right? That's easy.
Yeah, you literally took the words out of my mouth.
May I challenge you to a fight?
Later.
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. Paimon's starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
I can utterly destroy him.
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
Okay.
But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
You know, my name is Battle, so... What's going on? Yeah, that's how I thought it would
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us.
Is that something people say?
I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Hermione for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
To be honest, it's kind of sad.
Ugh. Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the Traveler. What gives?
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring.
Yeah.
Now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
Okay.
Okay. Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Notice anything out of the ordinary?
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
I'm not talking about that.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
Okay. Okay.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Religion stuff?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless.
Yeah, because they don't understand what they're doing.
Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentalo.
What? He was not a... Ignore Paimon, thank you.
Traveler? You're back already? And no one thought to wake me up, huh?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I would.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover.
That makes no sense.
Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value. But
yeah, there you go.
regardless, what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Question, why didn't they actually just go get you for this type of thing? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Does that mean anything to you, St. Lolly?
Yeah, they're trying to sense and find something.
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
You mean the girl that we found before?
Oh, what does that mean?
The girl we found before.
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still.
It still
it's
is...
like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Okay, so Lolly, I'm gonna need you.
So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on.
I already know what's going on. I already figured this out
No
before.
wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Because you didn't ask the best one.
Yan-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
There you go.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force.
Why?
In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
You literally said that, like, we could just destroy them. So why don't we just do that?
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Actually, Silali, I have a question.
Oh? Sure, what is it?
Have you ever heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people?
Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form?
Reminds me
It
more
could
of
also
like...
be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
Yeah,
we get it. Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
No.
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge?
No, it's very complicated. That's all.
Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Alright, well, let's take you then.
Wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Oh, she never saw it.
Hey, I'm not that old.
Okay. I agree. It's hard to say for sure what it was.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
Yes, why don't we actually just have Sidlali help us? Like...
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? Sounds a little contrived.
Yeah, you're just jealous. Don't worry. I'll hold your hand as well.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
Yeah, she's jealous. She actually likes us.
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact. Whether that be hand-holding or otherwise.
Come on.
But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior.
Yeah.
That really makes me question whose side this girl is on. And whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth.
Well, I don't think
Sorry
it's
if that
true.
comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
I don't really consider this to be a war if it's only not even... Like, has it even been a day? It's not even been a day. How are you considering that a war?
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
You think she's some kind of weapon?
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior.
So, Lolly, can you just please, like, come over and actually help us? Yeah, you would actually be of very much help right now.
At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Like...
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Yeah, we should have
Traveler,
literally gotten
we
the
still
clocked
need
up
some
of
time
money
to muster our forces.
help her.
Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Happy to, although... might as well. She seems to trust me after all.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Take Lolly with us, please. Hey, can you please come with me?
Why holding hands? Why that specifically? Why not literally anything else?
I wouldn't say that if I were you. Also, why not just take Lolly with us? This is like something that she could easily help explain. And it's something that she actually probably could help out with a lot. Like, I don't know, I would take her with us because she's actually, like, very knowledgeable. And she could be very helpful with us. For us. Like, bringing her just seems like the correct move. I'll be right back in a second. Like, I really am just questioning, okay, so why do we care this much?
Huh. Here we are. Deardith will still be here, right?
Nah, it's a hella churl.
It's so quiet, though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Stay quiet and move in carefully. Quite simple.
Traveler,
Really?
watch out!
Come on, it's not that... Wow, finally a unique animation. Shoot, maybe Deardith is really a... She's literally not even looking. Also, that texture is so idiotic.
Sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me.
Yeah, she's a helitrol. It's not that hard to see.
Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
Oh, please. Helitrolls have... if I had thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge it. And somehow it hurt less than I'd expected.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walk into a trap.
Paimon, it...
Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
Paimon. There's no way a trap could be set up that quickly.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
No offense, but, like... the voice sounds like a grown woman, but the model looks more like... probably 11 years old. I don't know.
That's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak.
Yeah.
Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
Thank you.
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero.
Yes.
He already saved my life once.
Okay.
That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh.
Idiot.
For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
There we go.
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know?
No, you're not. She really just being injured? No, she's Conrian. The eyes tell it all. We've already had this
Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
Yeah, I have a whole inventory's worth. You're... Sure, I know a recipe. Well, I honestly want to say this one.
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now, too. Go on then. You can join us for dinner.
Yeah, like we aren't taking care of her pretty much. I thought it was already nighttime.
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
That's 2 favors you owe me now. Hope you're keeping count.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deardith. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
Yeah, she's a
I tried
hella
so
troll.
hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
You're a kid.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
Okay, this is what it... Okay, if I compare this little thing to Wuthering Waves, Wuthering Waves, you can see the full world, fully detailed. Here, you can't even see these areas in the back. They're just clouded and, like, blackened or whatever. It doesn't make any sense of why they can't just show the areas from afar.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
She was a hella troll. Come on, it's not hard. Please, I already know this. Please, just get to the point.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars.
Okay.
And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
Yes and no. Wait, why would you think that? Does she know about the false sky? Yes. Maybe.
But my grandma would tell me, the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world.
I guess.
And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
That's a boring answer. As Aaron Yeager put it, the world beyond the walls is my birthright. And the sky above, the stars in the sky are mine, or should be able to be viewed. Okay, I'm not that good at... You get the point, though. You should be able to, like, question something and actually see its beauty firsthand.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with the traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
Okay, wait, let me just pick up on something. So, we had a spaceship, but we somehow didn't know about the full sky? Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense to me. No, it doesn't.
I really treasured my world for a really long time.
Until its reality was shattered? Excuse me.
The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
You know, maybe that using that little quote actually was it the correct move.
Yeah, go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars.
So literally what I was saying. Okay, and then also just, what's it? I skipped something. Yeah, this is giving me, like, Aaron Newton vibes. Like, instead, just actually exploring freedom in all this.
Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
Beyond the stars?
Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow.
What?
That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing. So I've been giving it everything I've got.
Okay.
You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Okay.
Sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
What? The more we chat, the more she's not bad. Doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. This is actually she's been brainwashed.
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
Guess we gotta try that trick again. Oh, come on. It's...
Can you see them now?
Distortions. Yeah, stay back. I'll handle them. Okay. Wait, why did I change elements? Oh, finally.
Oh, Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful.
Finally, we actually use an element. Is that like that's a real in-game construct? What do you mean, cook?
I see everything.
I summon dissipate.
So she was lying about the nothing being able to cook whatever? I'm just trying to heal, but...
Shadow ray.
Locked on.
Wait, what?
Everyone's okay?
I'll settle this.
Okay.
Committed to memory. Roll.
How many waves? Sheesh.
Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them?
Yes.
Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdith?
She's unable to
Deirdith?
make contact with us for
it's
2
okay.
seconds
There's
now.
nothing to be scared of anymore.
Oh, I'm
Maybe
fine.
1.5.
I just spaced out there for a moment.
She remembered something, didn't she?
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
That's not what she did.
I was just... the image of the traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
Okay.
Alright. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, her boat is
Anyway,
filled with
there are
holes.
no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
I have my own
Sounds
teapot.
reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, traveler?
We have our own teapot. I'm personally satisfied that she isn't a threat, but it can't be hurt to monitor her for another night.
Alright. Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
Because that's what a hill troll does. Soon a vivid dream. What? Something? It's connecting to the ley lines or something. Oh, this is where we meet Lumine? This is the Night Kingdom. What are we doing? Lumine and the Lord of the Night? Well, Capitano is part of it now, so... Oh, right, unvoiced. Well, I guess this would be silence. Yeah, I forgot they maybe Lumine had enough time to come back, but I don't know. It's only Ether that maybe didn't have enough time to come back. My head, it hurts. Is this meant to be voiced? My headache, it's gone. I think I hear a voice in the darkness.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed.
Okay.
A blood-red sky.
Yeah, that's what Lumine had to deal with. So yeah, she's just from the past. She's from Conria. And for some reason now she's here. And this is why the Abyss Order came. Blah blah blah.
Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight.
Yeah.
Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed.
Yeah, that's the
And the birth of a savior.
Huh? What do you mean the birth? What? What, Lumine had a child? I'm joking. A dream I just had. Yeah, it's because you got in contact with her.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to,
Yes. Yeah, it's all lewd.
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare.
No.
I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares.
Okay.
And it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she's from Conria. I already know
Oh, is that right? Huh. You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
this. Oh, please. I've
Don't
had
be so... I have more self-control than that.
Amber, probably, Sitlali, Kaching, Nilu, especially Nilu, because she fully hugged us. Farina, all that. You're telling me all that, but this is what Paimon gets over? Okay.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
I still can't remember anything. What did I just see in my dream just now? I think I saw Lumine in the Night Kingdom at the very start of the dream, but I can't remember what happened next. Never mind, the memory's gone. I can't force myself to remember. I'm going back to sleep.
No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this.
Okay. I'll probably have to do Skirk's thing first thing in the morning, because I'm actually kind of tired.
You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
Wait, it's not even...
Oh, do I really seem that shady to you?
Yeah, you're a hill troll. I already know this.
Well, Deirdre, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
No.
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all this for me.
It's not hard.
3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the savior.
Okay.
All right, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdre.
Now. Odd choice of
See
words.
you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again?
You don't.
Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address.
Yeah, we have a sword and a teapot.
How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
What? Why? How? What?
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Huh? Hold on, I think I see something over there. The Abyss Order.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
She's...
It doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're running away?
Yeah, it's called
Where?
the Plenty of...
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs. You don't see them? They're heading right this way.
Wait a second.
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
I bet. The tried and test method will allow us you to see them.
You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
Yeah.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deerdiff?
Yes.
Or the monsters themselves?
Deerdiff is literally...
Or is it us?
Deerdiff is
Well,
part of the
might
ley
as well
lines
mow
right
these ones
now.
down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes.
Yeah.
All done. Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So,
They're
there's
never
no
that
automatic-
easy.
I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Believe me, I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens, turns out there are more monsters that I can see, but she can't. Yeah, because she's a part of the ley lines. That's what's it lolly sensed. Like, I already figured this out. Come on. She's a Hilichurl, and that's what the Abyss Order has been searching for. They're looking for this girl, and that's some key to the Loom of Fate.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line.
Yeah, because they probably had a bunch of boulders or a
My mom's getting a
volcano.
little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Nightwind right away.
Can we just take
We gotta
this...
go. Bye for now, Deerdiff.
Like, can we take this time to, like, actually just explain... Oh yeah, we just slept near a volcano. Or on a volcano. That's active.
See ya, and please take care.
Excuse me. She literally can't do anything if the Abyss Order does attack her, so... Alright. So, Lolly, where are you?
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Eon-san, we're back. We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
Yeah...
The front line has collapsed.
What?
Huh? But how?
You mean their front line? Did they deploy some kind of secret weapon?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Yeah, I already figured that one out.
Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
Did we unleash the Pyro Archon's might on them?
No, we're still mustering troops. Nowhere near ready to go on the offensive.
But it was that
so
easy?
At first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there.
But they just retreated?
But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
Okay.
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls.
Can each?
They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized.
Oh, Danzig.
The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
I think I know what happened.
I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
Bro, he hates the Abyss.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person.
Yep. It's Dainsleif, and he's gonna be unvoiced.
Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Yeah, he never misses an occasion like this.
Dainsleif.
And that was meant to be voiced.
Huh?
Is there like a better teleport? Nah. weight lower. So yeah, okay. So Dainsliff isn't gonna be voiced. Hey there. Were you waiting for me? Yeah? And you're unvoiced. Great.
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Ian-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
It is my honor, Mr. Dainsliff.
What?
Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
No need to thank me. I hunt the Abyss Order for my own reasons.
Please don't mind him, Ian-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
Yeah.
It's quite all right. Uezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Yeah.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Ian-san! Hey, Dane. Would it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend.
Ian-san, yes, I will remember that name. The name. But I will not invest more emotion than is necessary when dealing with the citizens of the Seven. It is a matter of principle for me. Alright, fine. Since you helped break off the stalemate, we'll let you off the hook.
Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example?
Never have I seen the Abyss Order take such action on a large scale. Taken at face value, this seems highly illogical. In a war with the Natlanese, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be unaware of this. Their true goal must be a deeper one.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on the case for some time, even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet I am none the wiser. I can only assume they have gone to great lengths to keep their real operations a secret. I have a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Natlan, so whatever they stand to gain must hold enormous value to them.
What do you think we should do?
Find the source of what they want and then take it and hide it, like we did with the eye, the first field Tiller's eye. Since we lack actionable intelligence for now, we might as well keep focusing on the fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. If they're so willing to sacrifice manpower for it, I intend to make that sacrifice greater and more painful than they could have ever anticipated. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss Order's forces. Interesting. They'll never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time. And the sooner we can do that, the better. That's right. The ideal scenario would be to destroy them before they can reach their goal.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Yeah. Right.
Wow. Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
Seems like has put him in a good mood. What about you? Any news to share from your end?
Well, actually, we found his sister's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. She must have lost it.
So she's here in person. Unsurprising isn't giving the scale of this operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl. She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then, this other time, we saw a load of monsters, but she couldn't. She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this savior matched the traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably his sister.
Mm-hmm. Wait, hold on. That girl called her the savior?
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
Nope. The last time I heard that term was before the Cataclysm. Not just that, it referred to your sister then too. Interesting. But who would still believe in the myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm has already taken place? It makes us... The term has been around since even before the Cataclysm?
Wait, wasn't his sister called the princess, though? Where did this savior thing come from?
Since before that, if you didn't listen. Well, she was first granted the title of princess. The Venister king and the entire court of Conria set about loudly proclaiming the might that she would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if, with her there, all the pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future of Conria would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was a celebratory title given to the princess by those who believe this rhetoric. Of course, you know how that story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All that title really stood for was for the Minister's king's lust for power.
Oh, sounds like the people of Conria really believed in her.
I don't know why, but okay. I mean, I haven't seen her, like, the only place that I have actually seen maybe a little bit of, evidence of her sister down the world, I would be, the Aranaras. They'll say, like, the Golden Nara, whatever, just like the other one. Nowhere else do I remember ever seeing something like that. Is that why Lumine is so determined to revive the homeland? Because she thinks she failed as the Conrian savior? But that certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for that girl you mentioned, allow me to offer some speculation. I suspect she is descended from pure blood Conrians afflicted with the curse of immortality. She must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from... That doesn't make any sense. That would explain how her people retain their ancient beliefs, including the myth of the golden-haired savior.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated?
Yeah.
Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If she can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we shift our attention back to the... No, Dane, we are gonna go deal with her so that you can actually get an idea of what's going on.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
No, he can easily do more. I'll consider it, but we must discuss our next steps first things tomorrow morning. We cannot give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. Well then, why don't we just go destroy them? Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah, let's see. Eight, 10. I should have just done that beforehand. I feel like I already know the answer, and it's just like, We have to go for this whole story, and it's like, really? Come on.
10 points for agility.
What? I thought so. Be interesting if she was not okay. I thought if Lolly was talking with Dane, but okay. No, we cannot give them that much time.
Is that Dane and Neon-san discussing strategy together?
Yeah.
Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine.
Well, they're fighters.
Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you.
What, you convinced Dane to help us? Help you or something?
We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan.
Zochka Natlan.
After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located.
Yeah, it's Zochka Natlan. Also, what is that sound?
The location? The Cinder City.
AKA Zochka Natlan. What is that
Cinder
sound?
City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place. Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all!
Uh-huh.
And with any luck, maybe we'll find your sister there too.
Probably examining, Capitano. Seriously, what is that sound? I hate it.
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Mawika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon.
What? It literally is a war, and you're, like, actually doing something to to end the war, pretty much. Why would she not... Also, like, if it's... Okay, seriously, what is that noise? It is pissing me off. Give me a second. That sound is actually pissing me off. I hate it. So what, at first it's only gonna be me and Dane going in while they get permission? Because that's just gonna be like, I beg to differ, this is wasting time. I agree. You have the intel you need, so act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's odds of survival.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsliff. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
Well, it is on for us, so let's go. Very well then, I'll go there alone. Thank you for the intel, Leon-san.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer, and you'll have a whole army going with you.
It's all right. I support your decision, Mr. Dainsliff.
Yeah, because what else can you do?
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
He's clearly strong enough to destroy an entire front line of their enemy. Especially in the most, like, concentrated area. Come on.
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own.
Yep.
And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements.
Yeah.
Mr. Dainsliff, I wish you the very best of luck.
Yeah, he isn't a weakling. Thank you. Hi?
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler.
Well, I mean to... Alright, fine, I'm coming.
Oh, for a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
Yeah. Seriously, what is that noise? It is the most annoying... That thing is so annoying to listen to. You gonna do it again?
Gotta pick a good date. Gotta pick the right location.
That sound was so annoying. What's this?
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlam?
Yeah, we've already been here before. Come on. All these years, the Abyss Order has managed to stay hidden or fiercely defend their position. This may be the first chance I've ever had to finally make a serious stunt in their forces. Which reminds me, once the fighting starts, I can't promise that I'll be able to have your back at a moment's... Yeah, that makes sense. If you run into any Abyss-powered mechanism, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of what I can when I... take care of them when I can.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side. Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives.
Like, I have actual speed built into my...
And if you get to meet your sister again, even better. Let's
yeah, but
go.
Dane's here, so... Yeah, I understand.
This place pretty little.
Oh, reveal thyself.
What the hell just happened?
No rest for the...
Stand with me.
I got him cornered.
What just happened? Well, I need to heal.
This way.
Hey!
I summon lightning purified.
Locked on.
Archon is strong.
Midnight Venta.
Everyone will please.
For the Lord of the Night.
Submit your soul. Forever hold. By royal decree, dissipate. Out of my way.
Hey! Yeah!
No rest for the wicked.
Committed to memory. This is a very different battle from the one we fought with Eon-san. No one's backing down. They're fighting back with
Given the construction of the headquarters, they never intended to survive this
I summon.
Interesting.
I got him cornered.
Midnight Fit. Stand with me.
Committed to memory.
I'm so tired I can't even... I actually... I'm surprised I didn't die. I was actually like straight up falling asleep. My eyes were like fully closed for like 10, maybe 20 seconds. I don't know.
Hey! Stand with me.
Locked on.
Everyone will please.
Like, you can visibly see me making mistakes of just how tired I am. I honestly kind of want to go to bed. I think I might actually do that, though.
I see everything.
Me.
Target acquired.
specter that haunts us.
Oh, great.
The abyss is all present. To flee is futile. To resist it, vain.
My mistake.
Odds revealed! Out of my way! Stand with me! Midnight, Finn!
Okay.
Looking for a fight?
Not even paying attention anymore. I'm so tired. We really should know. So who's playing shots here? I don't know. Oh, hey, one of these things.
Twilight Sword Dainsleif. Is this really what you want?
It is indeed. I'll take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So, where's the Traveler's sister then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
No, he's a second in charge.
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsleif. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
Okay. Your riddles tire me. The overwhelming advantage is ours, at least for the moment. I'd like to see.
Then allow. Then allow me to be frank. As far as we are concerned, our princess has already won by other means.
Okay.
And I do not merely mean this battle. No. Her Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled. Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction.
Okay.
And then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
Okay,
What? She used the Loom of Fate?
I'm tired, man.
Wait, does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give her some cover?
Man, I'm tired.
Oh no! This makes too much sense.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived.
Okay.
And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsleif, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
I'm tired, man. A lot of drivel. All sorts of riddled flaws. My ears tire of your tedium. And just realize.
Right. You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just re-wove.
Yeah.
Plus, if it was really so easy, but we and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
Yeah. I have one simple question. If Conry has really been revived as you say, then where is it?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Once this dialogue is done, I'm just gonna go to bed and I'll start back up in the morning. There were other signs as well. Alright. Yeah, that makes sense. The only thing we should demand is our attention and assistance, so I only see this man for good. Sorry, yeah, no,
I see everything.
No rest for...
I'll settle this.
Give in to the embrace of the abyss, and be baptized!
Oh, fine, I'll use whatever.
You still don't understand. You battle in vain!
Target acquired. For the Lord of the Night.
Mission has been
Glory to which none can compare.
But I will not.
That should be all of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all.
Yeah.
Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Deardiff is the only lead we have. If I understand, you think she might be from the revived Conria? Yes, I have said my place. I doubt Conria could be revived so easily, but if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your theory. I'll stay here and do some post-battle cleanup, and perhaps there's some clues left to be found. Okay, and this is when you get attacked by Lumion. What? Thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake, I should have made sure you were dead earlier. The curse of immortality has struck you too, then, Hayden.
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade.
Okay.
But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Your arrogance and malice will cost you all of my respect long ago.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Okay. Speak for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over. Okay. That sound. I'm pretty sure I've heard that sound before.
Have you finally had enough? You weren't joking then, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't joke.
Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
No. That was just for your actions in the Abyss, or if I took account of what you did in Kanye, you'll...
Alright, I
God
believe
damn it.
you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little.
You'll soon find out how much darker your nightmares can become. No.
What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on.
Correct. Never thought you'd side with the Abyss Order, Hayden. You could have easily blamed the princess for her betrayal.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them. But she was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within her had been divided up.
So, she is a descender, or like what?
Yet we still despaired at her choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything she's doing now, including her regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in her heart.
Okay.
And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
Okay. I suppose you have changed a lot over the past 500 years, otherwise I'd never expect you for you to forgive her. Had you been so generous during your time at the Knight Academy as my instructor in the Black Serpent Blade work, I might not have come to love you so much.
Is that so?
And all my good deeds were in the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry, yet I received corporal punishment for being restless and brash. And as much as it pains me to bring up his name, even my co-student Sertologi was persecuted for the falling of the spirit of knighthood. He even lost his limbs. So like Skirk. However, there's little point discussing it now, of course, but all this was your doing, wasn't it, Hayden? You wore a mask because of your benevolence as you viciously suppressed the next generation of knights, all to bolster your own position and reputation. What? Too cowardly to admit it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is,
I don't care.
I honestly can't remember them anymore.
Oh, it's simpler than I thought.
Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition.
Yeah. Okay. Can I go to bed now? God.
Even if mine was a past steeped in sin or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it.
Okay.
Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Khaenri'ah we once called home.
Well, he doesn't remember that much either. No wonder your personality struck me as different. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So, the Khaenri'ah we once called home. Yeah?
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
Yeah, so this is whenever he gets, like, backstabbed or something. I'm not interested. I have neither the time nor the sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
Loom of fate? What have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete.
Okay.
Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place.
Yeah, we know this.
To reweave Khaenri'ah's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Khaenri'ah from that age.
Okay, but is Dainsleif even a part of the ley lines?
The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories.
Okay, why can't Lumine do it?
And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
Okay. So the Loom of Fate is running as we speak, and the so-called meditation your members have been performing is just to supply the Loom of Fate with memories, wasn't it?
Indeed. We, a people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future, will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking!
Okay.
What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
What? So that's why I'm supposed to come in, so you look for your assistance from your mortal enemy who has sworn to hunt you down?
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition.
Is that how he's kept so human?
Of course. Your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Khaenri'ahs who remain, you are sure to remember the most.
Alright.
We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
Yeah, I get it. Please, can I, like, go to bed? Like, I swear. So this was your true goal, to lure me here, to guide me in a state of meditation and access my memories. So be it. A few of my fading memories for your entire army, that strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you have on the Loom of Fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the Loom of Fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete!
Okay. Enough about your beloved leader. You said you wouldn't pay any price for my memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. Hope it was worth it. Nope. Can I go? Can I have control? Please tell me I get... I'm done. I'm so done. Oh my god, please. I'm so tired. I don't even know how long I was asleep. Like, maybe not even. I know I just randomly, like, was like, oh yeah, no, I'm I actually just straight up fell asleep during that. Alright. I'll continue this in the morning, bye. Yeah, I'm back. God, I honestly could go back to bed. But I have stuff to do, so let's go. They were trying to revive Conria and using Dainsleif's memories to create a new one with the Loom of Fate. That's what I remember last. To be honest, I think I, like, missed out on something. I think I straight up, like, it was like some fight, but I somehow won while asleep. I actually don't know. So now we are going back to the cave to get the girl, because we have a suspicion, because we already know, blah blah blah, she's not a human or something, she's Conrian, and she's a part of the ley lines, and she's actually that Hilitril that we passed by. And that is the key to having more, and,
It's Deirdre! Great! She's still here!
the Loom of Fate. That's all she is. Here, let me heal. On. Disappear already.
Are you running away?
Okay. Okay. Deirdre? Deirdre, are you okay? Something happened. What? Nice. You made this one little thing and you'll never use it again. You should recognize those. What? Was that all this cutscene is? Are you serious? What is this? Could this be the Cataclysm? Yeah, no, it's... I'm sorry, but do you not recognize those floating fucking blocks? Shouldn't those be, like, traumatic for you? Or you should be on your guard, have your sword out, try activating any of your powers? Is this where Deirdre is right now? So she really is... Yeah, it's pretty damn obvious she's Conrian. And clearly she's not acting normal. She isn't like Kaya, where Kaya is actually just pure-blooded. Or not pure... I guess he is pure-blooded. I don't know. Because he was adopted, and then his grandfather, blah blah blah.
not from the same world, are we?
Okay, what does that matter? No, I come from your future. That's... Yep, that was meant to be voiced. No offense to Zach, but, like, I don't think there were that many lines for him to, like, that he couldn't have recorded in that time frame. Even just for this quest, I don't think he would have had to taken that much time.
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end.
Yeah.
In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland?
Yeah. Yeah, you were that Hilichurl.
No, wait. Don't answer that.
Well, it's not like you would get anything.
We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown,
Huh?
I still believe the Savior can turn things around.
What? We can only fight for our future if the future is unknown. No, you can try and change fate. I mean, Scaramouche did that. So why are you acting like you can't? Also, really? You couldn't even custom make this outfit? You literally painted it on? Come on! Like, you finally make, like, a detailed hand for an NPC, but then you do this. It really just undermines all of the effort. And then this also. This pisses me off. Whoever wears this, I don't like you. Whoever you...
I'll carry on looking for her, even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything.
500
It's
years
just
into the future. Nope.
Too bad that we're not from the same time or place.
The space and time for you? Is that what this is about? Blah, blah, blah?
Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your sister. Surely she must be desperate to find you too.
Nope.
So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met? That way when I do find her, I can convince her that you're also searching for her.
A memento? Yeah, that... Wait.
Huh? What is it?
Yeah, guess what I do. I'm gonna keep the key. What? There's something else I can... Time stopped? So, Lumin, hello? Okay. Hello, Lumin. There we go. Wait, I thought you would be voiced. Okay. So that's what happened. Istaroth, the ruler of time, must have had a hand in this. God damn it, I thought she would actually be voiced! But no, apparently it was just both of them. There's no other way this meeting could have taken place. So, you knew all of this, huh? I only knew the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Princess of Conria, was preparing to do my part to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Diridiv, she found me. Also, I did just realize, Zach would have had a lot more lines because this is an actual Traveler patch. Never mind. They both have, like, equal amount. Yeah. But then this girl, Diridiv, found me. The irony was that she was in... Even as she was desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned. I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me, but then she showed me the key. Wait, what? I kept the key. I kept the fucking key. What do you... Of your hibernation chamber. Wait, what? I swear to God I kept my key. She actually did it? We've been separated ever since I awakened in teyvat. I searched the whole planet and found no trace of you anywhere. Then she brought me that news at the worst possible moment. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I was desperately wanting to see you again, but Conria was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for days to come. Okay, so it really does kind of feel like these two are, like, trailblazers. Is how I want to put it, but then hibernation chamber doesn't really make any sense in that case. Yeah, no, because we don't have a hibernation thing, and then there's no point, because we travel there instantaneously. We travel between stars, like, very quickly. So, no, they can't be a part of the Astral Express, I think. Because why would you need a hibernation chamber? So I steeled myself against the guilt and made the decision. I went to see you again. Really? And then, when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person. So you're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously in that moment. I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. Huh? Wait, what? Wait, okay, I'm sorry, what? I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, and there was no time to think, so I grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now, an intersection in our memories. Oh, so we didn't actually meet? Bullshit again. Wow, I don't give a shit then. Wow, what a fucking... We're doing this shit again, and we basically learned nothing. The only thing we got was a key to a spaceship that we physically can't access. Woohoo! Really, this question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I had never imagined the answer would come to me like this. Wait, okay, what do you mean? Okay, wait. But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was still secure on your person. What do you mean by hibernation? Because you can't say hibernation key and then randomly... Because we were sealed away. So how the hell was I put back into the ship? Huh? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Did we just retcon the story? Or am I just missing, like, a very important part? So my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Istaroth? Deirdre succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately it is versions of us 500 years apart. She hoped that the Savior would rescue Conria, save the entire world, but instead the news she brought led to the Savior making the complete opposite decision. How awful. Is that her fate? Is that how her story... Has Conria really been revived? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Conria are complete. What? I've always thought teyvat's ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more can be added, and existing ones cannot be replaced. So you're transforming them back into them? But then I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to the rule. It has intrigued me ever since. So I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. But unfortunately for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I could get was some room to carry out the weaving process. The Lord of the Night did say that she could mostly only reconstruct Natwin's ley lines. It's also probably the same reason. Isn't it because it's part of Irminsul, so you need Irminsul to grow in order to make new ley lines? That's how I think of it. Still, I received the Lord of the Night's permission and activated the Luna Fate. Wait, why would you need anyone's permission? Like, really, why do you need anyone's permission? You could literally, like, destroy them. Using an teyvat as the base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Conria of 500 years ago, superimposing it over the present day's Natwin, Natwin's space-time. That superimposition is what allowed you and Gyarados to cross paths. That doesn't make any sense. That's what I saw in my dream. She's not lying about that, at least. But what I don't understand is why did the Lord of the Night agree to this? After that, the new Conria was enriched with the memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's members and in their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials, they superimposed realm as a template. The Loom of Fate finally finished its work. I thought you were literally gonna change everything, but that's all the Loom of Fate was? That feels like a goddamn joke. What? What I now hold in my hands is the Atlas of the New World. I'm the only one who thinks that this is, like, really stupid. Because, what? We've already seen realms where you enter a bottle and then, oh, hey, here's this magnificent little world within it, like a Serena teapot and all this. Did you really need to do this? All to get the Loom of Fate? It seems like it was made for, like, its design should have been used for a lot more. This is a product of the Loom of Fate, holding within it the entire network of New Conria's ley lines. With this, the nation once known as Conria can rise again. I honestly don't believe that. One day I will find a suitable host location. Why is it so important to you? I don't get it. I don't understand. What was Conria like? What did they, like, brainwash you into it? What are you talking? Like, it doesn't make any sense. What's your fucking motive? When I first arrived in Conria 500 years ago, my memory was complete. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. It was only after I had served as their princess for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. What? Okay, but why did they treat you like a princess? Why? What? Your memories were erased? Yeah, it's called... This isn't actually your looming. But recovering old memories didn't simply erase part of my life that I had spent in Conria. I still see it as a second home. Okay. That is why my guilt weighs on me so heavily. Even so, that constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, revenge. If I wish to speak with the heavenly principles as an equal, I will need the might of an entire world behind me. Okay, so is that why you told me to go on a whole-ass journey? Is that why you told me to go on a whole-ass journey? Is that the only fucking reason? What you will find at the end of your journey, or blah blah blah. Is that the only fucking reason you made me do all this shit? Why couldn't you just be open and honest from the fucking beginning? My god. Come on, you're meant to be siblings, and yet you don't communicate at all. Literally. I always knew you wanted to change fate. We both do, but this time I won't let you succeed. Why? What am I doing that is making this bad? What? Also, change fate. Isn't that what the loom of fate should be used for? Or are you telling me it's not as powerful as it sounds? I cannot miss a chance to reunite with you. No. With you. 500 years in the past, no matter what. Is that the only fucking reason? But I kept the key. I don't know why. But the way you're talking, it doesn't sound like you at all. Lumine, this whole thing, your plan, why does it have to do with us? Literally. All along. It's only ever been about us. Goodbye, Ether. We will begin anew at the end of your journey. Why is it so important? The only reason... I thought you needed a suitable location. Isn't... What? Makes no sense. Yeah, that, to be fair, that is how siblings fight. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Our hero is back. Everyone's been waiting for you.
What did I do? It was mostly Dainsleif.
The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsleif's, of course.
Okay.
What's wrong? You look upset.
How can you tell?
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world.
I wouldn't call it that.
Paimon was looking all over for him, and then he suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot, but looking a lot more glum.
I need some time to take everything in. Oh, hey! So, can I hold your hand?
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your sister? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Okay, you actually are helpful.
You met your sister?
Yeah, we had a long talk.
And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now.
Yeah.
But let's go over everything later, alright?
Okay.
What your sister accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too.
Yeah, it
But
made you
what
come.
surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it.
Did you just sober up instantaneously? Yeah, that caught me off guard too.
The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but in a word, it's complicated.
Any detail will help. Just tell me, and I'll hold your hand or something. Yes, payment.
During the war with the Abyss, Mawika had an argument with the captain.
Well, duh.
Mawika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else.
I agree.
So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines.
Okay, is it really that small that it can do that? Or, I thought it would be a big hunk of a machine.
She saw your sister's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
That makes no goddamn sense.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
This is something that involves the whole
You're
teyvat.
not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan.
Yeah, and even if
However,
you don't really need
I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
like, no offense, but whenever you have the Loom of Fate, you can do that anytime, anywhere, and she could just straight up change a nation and change its, like, everything. You could change up the land to pretty much screw over with the people. And make it advantageous, probably, to you and your allies. That's how, because I'm pretty sure the ley lines have an effect also on the how the world works, or how the world looks. So, that's just my opinion, though.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
But you just have a suspicion.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just want a war.
That's not
Time
a war.
For a well-earned drink to celebrate.
You didn't even fight for a day. Like, that was... You don't call something that didn't even last 24 hours a war. Except that one war, but like... Or no, that was like a 3-day war or something, I don't know. But, like, you call this, like, a battle. An excursion, something. You don't call this a war.
I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands. So it's one less thing for us to worry about.
Well, also, Glooming literally has, like, the abyssal power. She could have been corrupted if she didn't take it.
Don't you agree, Traveler?
Still feel like a mess, though. You got a point.
Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
Sorry, there's somewhere else I want to go first. So Lolly's home, yeah.
Huh?
Am I gonna grab her hand?
Yan-san, leave him be.
No.
This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Come on, go with us. Lolly, come with us. The only person who could even understand, like, our idea. Yeah, but I already pretty much guessed it out. She was at Hilichurl, blah blah blah. And, well, I thought she was some key, but she literally was the only reason that we technically met our sibling. And no matter what I did, I couldn't change the fate of her showing her the key, even though I kept the key. Before you know it, you've fallen asleep, drowning in a myriad of thoughts. You faintly sense what is like someone grasping your hand. But this time, it sends you to a deep sleep where sweet dreams await. Okay. Okay. So what, that was only 27 more minutes of that? Honestly, every time this, like, only the first time that we've had a sibling Archon quest is... excuse me. That's, like, been the only time that I've cared. Bro, what the hell? Bro, what the hell? What the... Bro, don't do that! What are you doing here?
Alright, this should do the trick.
Bro, you scared the living hell out of me! Preparing meds for baby saurians?
Ah, sharp eye, traveler. Here, check this out. A new formula I just whipped up. Works like a charm for juvenile saurians suffering from appetite loss. Just one problem. It's too good. If juveniles without appetite issues eat it, they... let's just say they start binging.
Okay.
Case in point, a few days ago, Kakuku swiped 2 tablets while I wasn't looking, and...
Yeah, okay.
Still got room for seconds, bro!
Uh-huh.
Looks like the flavor profile needs a tweak. Otherwise, Natlan's gonna have a juvenile saurian obesity epidemic shortly.
That's a sentence.
No way, bro!
Never do that again. Never do that again to me. You fucking jump scared me. Bruce just shows up out of nowhere.
Ad Astra.
Shut up.
Thank you for.
Shut up.
Ad Astra.
Shut up. Thank you. Yeah, what? What? Oh, yeah, okay. Alright. I honestly don't even really know what to think. I mean, I fell asleep. I literally fell asleep during this. It was that boring to me. And to be honest, I would have rather this, like, it feels incomplete. Like, it just feels randomly thrown in. I would have rather, like, waited, but whatever. That's just my opinion. The spaceship thing feels like fucking like a retcon. Like, they just threw it in, and it makes no goddamn sense. That's just my opinion. Bye.